Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Phasmophobia. Today we're hunting Josephine Huntley. We're in nightmare mode, but not normal nightmare mode. I'm running the nightmare mode with the screens, because I like the screens. I think the screens are good. We need to escape during hunt, repel it while chasing someone, and witness ghost event. 2 out of 3 of these objectives are easy. Maybe I'll go for a perfect game. Depending on how things go. Who knows? I'm not gonna lock myself in. There's been many a game that I've had where the ghost just never did a ghost event. Or I've messed up a photo. It might be on the docket though. There's a weekly challenge this week that is do 3 perfect games. I've already done 1. Alright, that's breaker spot 1 down. We're gonna need to find the bone. I wanted to do Grafton, because I think Grafton's a pretty decent map. It's got some guaranteed hiding spots. It's not too big. It could do to be like a little bit smaller, but I mean, if I was playing multiplayer or something, I'd probably feel differently. Oh. We have lucked out and found the ghost room while I was hunting for the bone. We have cardboard boxes blocking this hiding space, so of course we won't be able to get in there. I guess I'll drop my equipment off. I think I'm gonna bring a video cam, a writing book, and a dots projector, and just get like all the slow evidences in more rapidly. That way, when I'm getting different evidence, I can, check for dots. Like when I go to get the spear box and stuff. It's probably, the bone's probably like upstairs or something. It's a little bit awkward. Oh well. Wait, was it cold out here? Maybe it's a living room ghost? Am I getting cold breath in here now? Yeah, I am. Okay. I guess I just had a cold breath right when I was at the threshold of the door. Definitely not seeing any Orbeez. The big room like this, I think it'd be kind of obvious if there was Orbeez. I'm just gonna go grab more equipment. So I'll see you guys in the truck. Man, the friggin' truck's reflections showing up in the monitor. Definitely not very great. It'd be cool if we could turn off the truck lights. Be a little bit spooky. Kind of reminds me of like a mechanic that'd be in here if it was like the ghost could hunt in the truck or something. But still, it'd be nice to not have a bunch of shit. I don't think there's gonna be... I mean, there's definitely not Orbeez. There may or may not be dots. It takes a while for dots to show up. Still get a UV light stuff. I'll top myself off sandy-wise. It's a little bit of a waste of sandy pill, but I think that's ideal in a way. So I don't want to regenerate like 20 sandy or whatever. I like to maintain a nice, clean, high sandy while I'm doing the investigation. Just because it's like... getting hunted and dying and losing a bajillion bucks of equipment, it's just not a good vibe, you know? Alright, what's the temperature looking like? I think I heard a noise to my right. Getting 2 degrees Celsius. I'm just gonna scan the room real quick. Not quite sure what I... Oh! Jesus. Okay, well, that gives me the opportunity to scan for fingies. There's no fingies. Probably, unless it's a sneaky... Obake. Well, excuse me, is it in this room? Got a cold breath in here. Oh man, this little friggin' ghost is probably just jogging between these two rooms. What a son of a bitch. Unless this room is like connected with the previous room. Or connected with the other room. Oh, we got writing. Let me just mark that down. I'm gonna scan this room for Orbeez. Because it is also cold. Not seeing any. I think we can rule out Orbeez. I want to look for nearby hiding spots before I go to ballistic. So there's not one in here. There's the guaranteed hiding spot in here. Is there any hiding spots in this room? So I know that for sure there's no one in the bathroom. Okay, I could hide behind the breaker, I guess. Okay. Well, our sanity should still be plenty high. So I'm gonna... Can you talk? Can you speak? Where are you? Ow. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, we've got our other evidence. It's a spirit box ghost. I'm gonna return to the truck so that I can formulate my next strategy. What is this? Excuse me? There's a nub. I've never noticed this nub. Is this always here? Looks like a pen or something. That's unusual. So we've got Spirit Box, so it's Spirit, Poltergeist, Mare, Moroi, or Diogen. So how can we solve these ghosts? So the Spirit, it's going to be a pain in the ass. We need to smudge it and then see if it hunts us twice in a row. Poltergeist is also a little bit of a pain. It's a hunt tester. Mare, we can maybe trick into revealing itself by flicking the lights over and over. Moroi, we're going to test right now, and Diogen's hunt test as well. So the Moroi, we're just going to solve by sitting around in the light for about 1 minute. And if we're Moroi cursed, which we will be from the spirit box, then we're going to lose like 16% sanity, I think. So we're currently at 9 minutes, 11 seconds. In my recording clock. Probably not the video clock, because I'm trying to do a little bit more editing in this episode. Or at least I plan on doing it. If I'm like super distracted or lazy, there might just be some silent walks to the truck, so I apologize if that's there. Okay, we're at 9 minutes 40 seconds. As far as I know, you drain like 8-ish% sanity or something. You're standing in darkness, normally. We're standing in the light. But the Moroi has an ability where if you hear its voice in the spirit box or in parabolic mic, you'll get Moroi cursed. I'm not quite sure if it's a 100% rate, but I think it might be. Pretty sure, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's semi-reliable. And while you're Moroi cursed, you drain about twice the sanity you would normally expect. We were at 88. I think we're about where we should be. I mean, it does kind of look like we've lost 8% sanity over the course of a minute. The lighting, they fucked with the lighting somehow. I don't think it protects you anymore, or as much in this patch. I think we're not Moroi cursed. So we can stop for a while with the Moroi. So now we're dealing with Spirit, Poltergeist, Mare, Diogen. We're gonna have to do some Sandy Alchemy for the Mare. The Mare, its trait is... It's got like one main trait, and then like a couple hidden traits. So its main trait is, if it's in a dark room, it will have a hunt threshold of 60%. Oh wait, did I get a photo of this? I've gotten 0 photos so far. So I'll just take a photo real quick. It's got a hunt threshold of 60% while in darkness. Has a tendency to roam away from lit rooms. Something wrong with the audio? Sometimes this light switch just doesn't make a sound normally. Threw something nearby. I should explain what I'm doing. I'm doing a Mare test. The Mare has another ability where sometimes when you turn on a light, it'll turn off a light instantaneously. The Mare also has a trait where it can't turn on lights because it goes against its ghost ability. So if you see the Mare, if you see the ghost ever light something up, you know it's not a Mare. Mares are slightly more likely, I think maybe considerably more likely to do the light breaking ghost event. So that's another thing. I think we're almost certainly not Moroi cursed. I think we would have been turbo screwed by now if we were Moroi cursed. So I'm gonna hard say it's not a Moroi. It's probably a boring old spirit. Guess I'll get set up for friggin' Pulte test. I've been thwarted by a Pulte recently. It's very distressing. Oh, it's the deck of cards. Definitely not going to use that, because it could instantly kill me. I'm just not a fan of LOL randomly dying. So, to do Pulte test, I am just grabbing a bunch of throwables. The Pulte has a trait while it's hunting where it hunts. While it's hunting, it throws shit at like the minimum throw threshold every single time. But ghosts have this like small radius where they actually throw stuff. So that's why I'm grabbing a bunch of items. It will help keep that clear. I'm a little bummed out that's the deck of cards, to be honest. If it was a different cursed item, we could reliably cause a cursed hunt. Maybe I should just pull some cards. Dude, it would suck so bad, just lose $1,000 because pulled the wrong card. Oh, well, I'll hard consider it. Anyways, they throw stuff at like the minimum throw threshold, so if they're around abundance of items, you'll see them just regularly boom, 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 throw items. Whereas with other ghosts, there'll be like random delays sometimes when they choose not to throw an item. So that's how you tell. Pulte. Might as well keep an eye on our Sandy, just so that we know if we're in the Mare hunt threshold. I think we should be getting close-ish to hunting time. Yeah, we could probably do to stand in actual darkness. I guess I could turn off the lights in the dining room. Yep. Guess I will do just that. Then I'll just chill in here for a little bit. Hope it's not a tiny ghost. That would be really awkward. We just need to chill here for a little while. Man, imagine if it's just a Diogen. That'd be a little bit boring if it's just a Diogen. I would prefer that than it being a spirit, though, at least. I don't think the spirit has any secret traits, not that I can think of off the top of my head. Basically, their one and only trait that I'm aware of is they have the ability, or I guess the weakness, where if you smudge them, they can't hunt for 3 minutes. Normally, ghost, they're only stunned for about 90 seconds. Let's see, am I at the 60% threshold? Just want to know. So, let's see, 59, 61, can I get a 58? If we go as low as 58, we'll be exactly at 60. I think we might be at 61% sandy. Apparently the rule of thumb is 2 higher than the lowest it goes. No, we are at 60% sandy. Fantastic. That's the mayor's hunt threshold. I think I'll turn off the light in its room, even though that sounds like it might be a bad idea. So it basically puts me right in its face right when it can hunt. That's life. Didn't do the mare flick. I think it's probably unlikely it's actually a mare. I mean, it's not 100% unlikely because the mare flick is very rare. We're gonna know in a sec. Or not. It could just choose not to hunt until we get around 50% sandy. That's just how it goes in nightmare mode. That's definitely taking sweet ass time. I feel like I heard a noise from my right, but that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's just front and right. I'm getting a little paranoid. You fucking son of a bitch. I'm gonna let it go back to its room. None of these ghosts have the ability to roam. I mean, they have the ability to roam, like normal, but they don't have, the superpower to roam. God, that's so irritating. And creepy. Shouldn't be standing around me. It's fucking BS. Whatever, I don't want to bother getting crucifix. I just hope it returns to its room for hunts. And it's not cold in here. I mean, when a ghost does a ghost event, it teleports to your location if you're nearby-ish on the same floor. I fucked that one up pretty bad. I don't know, that's a hard one. I kind of think it's not a Pulte. I'm gonna just soft rule it out. We smudged it at 2040, I want to say. We hunted it, I mean, smudged it basically at the end of its hunt. So now I guess we can just wait. I mean, I saw it fling a cup, or a plate that was in the middle of the air. It did kind of throw everything that was like nearby, but I did loop around this table or this counter a bajillion times. So of course everything on the counter is going to be thrown. Man, this looping spot would be so perfect if I could just move the friggin' fan out of the way. Are we in normal hunting range? 2153. Kind of getting close to normal hunting range. Let's see, if I smudged at 2040, then 2040 plus 60 is 2140 plus 30 is 2210, so normal ghost should be able to hunt now. Strangely enough, it's not hunting. Even though it could. So if we did smudge at 2040, we can rule it out if it hunts before 2340. So that'll be just playing the waiting game, basically. You fucking bastard. Did a ghost event, but did not hunt. Continues to do ghost events and conspicuously not be hunting. Just gonna chill over here, I guess. Alright, we're reaching that territory where it should be able to hunt if it's a spirit. 3 seconds, give or take. About 5 seconds. Yeah, pretty much right on the dot. It's hunted again. It's clearly a spirit. Kinda wanna see it throw some shit around. Just double check. I think it's ultimately kind of pointless though. Like, what are the odds that... I mean, no, I think it's a 100% chance it's a spirit. Here's why. I'm pretty sure the trigger for hunt is like similar to that of a ghost event or something. I legitimately think that is the case. So when it was doing ghost events, it's doing it because it couldn't hunt. So I think if it wasn't the spirit, it would have hunted at those times. Or something like that. That's the impression I've got. Maybe it's inaccurate. I don't think it's really inaccurate. I'm willing to gamble on this one. Say it's a spirit. It's definitely not a Diogen. I think it's probably not a mare. It never did the mare flick. I think it's a spirit. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Realistically, if I wanted to be super thorough, what I would do is I would smudge it again and wait another 3 minutes. But there's no need when you're a gigabrain. Awesome, another 1400 XP. That's gonna be another level up. Wonder if we're gonna unlock anything. We're getting close. Just another 500 XP. Oh, leveled up crucifix. What does that do? So let's see. I mean, okay, so it's got 2 uses and a bigger radius. Is that worth 4,000 bucks? I mean, sure. Worst case scenario, I could just farm for it, I guess. Well, I like upgrading my stuff. There we go. Uses 2, placeable, consumable, range 4 meters. Very awesome. Yep. Well, anyways, that is a Nightmare Mode run. There's not much to say about the Spirit other than its one ability. It's just it makes you wait, and RNG can destroy you. But, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think it's necessarily like a bad ghost trait. I think the only thing about the Spirit, which I think probably could use work, in my opinion, is they could maybe give it more like tiny abilities like the Mare has. Because when I was talking about the Mare, it's like, oh, it has this tiny ability and that tiny ability. It can never turn on a light, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like an interesting ghost, like a lot of little different fiddly bits to test it with. And then with the Spirit, it's like, haha, just wait. Just spend your time with just sitting around and waiting for it to hunt. You know, and it's even worse if you don't have like a recording clock, because it's like you're kind of guesstimating at the time. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot longer than 90 seconds, but you know. If I didn't like look it up in guides or something, I forget how I learned that piece of information. If I did not figure that out, I don't know how the hell I would know. Yep. Well, anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. That was a nice one. And I hope to see you next time for more Phasmophobia. Goodbye!